Welcome to tonight's live. Welcome to the night's live. Welcome to the tonight's podcast. Thank you for being here. I was that Jackie Jack 92. Welcome to be here. Yes, English. Hello, how do you speak? I speak English. That's my native language. And that's the language almost every person should learn. Yes, I'm an English speaking person. Thank you very much. And as soon as you walk in, you just touch the like, share, and subscribe button. You had to go now? Wow. Wow, it's 3 o'clock. What country are you watching me from? What's your country you're watching me from? It's 3 p.m. or a.m.? Is it 3 p.m. or it's a.m.? Mohammed, good evening. Welcome to you. Just give me a second. This is not clear. Welcome and subscribe to your channel. Thank you very much. It's much more appreciated. Okay, you're Danish. You're from Denmark. Okay. And is it 3 p.m. or 3 a.m. now? And you're 13. Bye. I don't know if it's a.m. or p.m., but I guessed wherever it is. Yeah. Mohammed Ali. You are? Um, oh. Have you ever boxed with Mike Tyson yet? Welcome to everyone that is coming in. I thank you for coming in, and I would well appreciate you touching the like button too. Give me some likes as you walk in. Hi, big up. Hi, big up. Okay then. Angie is it 7119 or 17119? Salom. Danish in Indonesia. Wow. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being in the United States by the via network. Thank you for being here. What is the what is it like? Was it what's the what's the temperature like now in Indonesia? Over here is getting cool. You start off to put on your fleece, be on the outside. So, Dari, Indonesia, where how are your weather? What's your weather like there? Thank you for the subscription. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for the likes. Just keep the likes, keep touching the likes, keep just tapping on the likes for me. Thank you very much. Let me show that the channel is being used and has been watched as well. So it is active. We need to show that the channel is active. It is active with more than 2 people that is on there. I saw 2, and I'm sure I saw more persons came on just now. So could you please just give me your support by touching, subscribing, and sharing. Okay. Yes. Thank you. What Indonesia's weather is like now? Indonesia. Indonesia. Okay. So welcome to the channel. Welcome to being here with me. It's a pleasure, it's a joy, it's an enjoyable feelings to have other to be among other people that we can, chat and do our thing. Thank you very much for that. Thank you for supporting the channel. Thank you for in your support you touch the thumbs up button that you will give the channel a broad base to show that the channel is using. Thank you very much. Keep touching the thumbs up button. Keep touching the thumbs up button. It's a pleasure for you to do so. Thank you very and very much to do that. Keep touching the thumbs up button, man. Keep touching the thumbs up button. I'm just waiting on a few more persons because it's not everybody that is on here is there. They just drop in to show me their love and their support, which is highly appreciated. Yeah. Salem, Diri, Indonesia. Indonesia. Thank you for coming in. Thank you, thank you, thank you very much. Could you please touch the thumbs up button? Please touch the thumbs up button as you walk in. Hi, Indonesia. What is your weather like there now? Okay. Okay, and while you're coming in, while you are with me, while you are on the live, let me just get started and start bringing in something. So today is Saturday, the day that you call that the end of the week coming into Sunday. How was your weekend? Yesterday, today, and going into Sunday. How was your weekend? How did you spend your weekend? Did you get any rest from your work? We retired, restless. Did you got any rest? I hope you got rest. Okay? I hope you get some rest. Um, on this side, it was like, yeah, it was a bit nippy. I don't know if you should say that. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you very much. Thank you. Keep keep putting the thumbs up. Keep putting the thumbs up. Keep doing that. Yeah. So yes, and of course I got some rest because I wasn't on last night due to some circumstances. So I was not on last night. Tonight here am I with you all. I'm sitting it out on the end of the week or the week strong. At home we have some persons that said week strong. You know where I said week end? They said week strong. Yes. So I hope persons were at least enjoy their self after a week of work. You got few days off that you can, sit, relax, and sip something cool and comfortable. You know, you deserved it. It's your God given right to do so. So you deserve it. And for those that really love sports, but anyhow, let me give my birthday shout out first. For those that are coming in, for those that are here, happy birthday to you. If you're coming, if it's your birthday and you have not reached on the channel yet, accept my warm welcome to you and accept the birthday wishes. I wish for you a happy, peaceful, loving birthday. A birthday that you will never forget. This will go down in your history book that you have spent your birthday well rested, well quiet, nothing, no accident, nothing at all. But you have spent your birthday and you are here to spend many more birthdays. I wish for you wealth. Before wealth, health. I wish for you health because there are so many things are getting into the way of our health. Sometimes I wonder if we haven't done the right thing, or we have started late, or we are not consistent with what we are supposed to be doing. Are we paying attention to our own body? And I think sometimes we lack paying attention to our body and we push the attention somewhere else. And the first thing and the first place your attention should have gone is to pay attention to you. You, you. Pay attention to your own body. Examine your body, examine your movements, examine if you, when you have, after you have eaten, how the digestion of your food go. Examine to know if you are bloated, if you felt like your stomach is full and is as if it's running over. If you need to pay attention to your vital signs, which is your blood pressure, your pulse, your respiration, and um, your sugar level. You're also your oxygen level. You need to pay attention. And if you don't have these little gadgets as machines at home, every home should have a BP machine. Every home should have a, a, um, a oxygen. Now the phones are that smart that you can do it on your phone. You can test your heart rate on your phone. If you went for jogging, the phone record and say how much miles and how much calorie you have burnt. So we have the phone to do that. So we need to take very good and special, repeat that, good and special observation of ourselves. Do not wait until when you reach something went down that badly, that, when you are catching up on it and you went to the doctor said to you, your BP is high. And you were going to ask all that. But guess what? You were not paying attention. So regardless of what you're doing, you need to do self-examination. Women, and I think all women knows how to do their breasts, their self-examination, to know if there is any lump anywhere nearby or anywhere in the breast. We all know how to do it. You understand? So women are needed to take dear and special attention. It is better to proactive than to reactive. Okay? So test yourself. Find out what is happening with this body of yours. Sometimes you got up and you just don't feel that type of energy to keep you moving. You need to know because everything came from something, right? There is always something that started. It's like you're saying a little bit started a flame. A little flame fan it and it make a big flame. See them down in New Jersey and there are three places fire have been burning from the other day. Hectares of land. And they arrested somebody the other day. This young man, he works with the fire department. And they said on the news, it said so, that he lit a ball of cotton, whether it be a big ball or a small ball, a cotton ball, and throw it in the woods where all the leaves of have been felled from the trees. So you know it's not one tree is there, it's a lot. And it set them ablaze. And the ablaze even threatened homes of people. They have a saying to said, idle donkey, follow cane trash go a pound. I grew up hearing them saying it. They don't even say idle donkey. Idle jackass, follow cane trash go a pound. So he was one of the idle one, not know what he was thinking or what he intend to gain or achieve by doing what he have done. And it set hectares of land ablaze, homes being threatened. People have to roll out of their home because the fire were going like a mighty wind. Okay? I saw it on the TV the other day. They arrested him and he will be charged for arson. Now, if he had kept his hand at his side or find something else to do, he wouldn't have thought, and he's old. He's 20 something years old. And the thing about it, he was only volunteering at the fire department. So he lost his little volunteering job. Don't know if they used to give him stipend, but he lost that. And he is facing the court. He is charged for arson. And they said on the news, whatever amount of money was spent on the fire. So you know him won't work any money for himself for now. He got to pay it back. So if he is even going to get a job, and the job is even $1 per hour, he got to pay back the money that the fire department spent foolishly, carelessly, because of one person who think it's their God-given right to be setting fire the way he did. And hectares burned. So we need to give special attention to our body. It's our body. And who should love our body better than you, I, and the other persons do? Nobody else should come and love this body as much as you do. Okay? So, I wish for the birthday persons long life, prosperous going, and whatever is your endeavors, the Lord will see you through and you will see the help from God. knowing that you cannot do it by yourself or you're not on your own. Okay? So I wish for you good health. Health is a priority. When you don't have good health, you are in trouble, because you have to be going to fix here, you have to be going to fix there, you have to be going to find out what is wrong. I felt a pain here, it is annoying to me, it is unbearable, and whatever the connotation with it is, you are going to say to the doctor, right? Get your checkup. Go and get your end of year check. Check your tooth. You would surprised to know one decayed tooth in the mouth, what can the damage it can do, not only to your gums but to other part of your body. You understand? So ensure that you get your checkup. If it is a child, parent took your children to do their checks. Do not let nothing came onto you unaware and frighten you. You must be aware of what is happening. Be aware that, they have a trait of this, and, this is not looking too well, so they run all the tests that they need. Parent, do everything to keep yourself alive. Do everything in your powers to keep yourself alive and free from. Thank you for the subscription. Thank you very much. And do not sit around and wait until it got worse, because you cannot diagnose yourself. Even if you can use natural herb for your remedies, you need to know what you're using it for. So the doctor in this point is important. So you need to go let him test you. Persons that wore nails, when you remove those nails, do not just remove them and put on another set of nails, setting them in your nail bed. Check your natural nails first. Let they check under the nail bed and see. Along with that, your toe as well. I am seeing people almost lost their toe because of the nail that's seated in the bed of your finger or your toe. So make a thorough check. The hair is ending and there is a lot of activity. Make your check. Put aside that money. You're doing yourself a great favor. You're doing yourself a gigantic job. Some person doesn't like to see when women, their wives, are going to do their checkup. But never be afraid. Never feel dismayed. Go ahead and get your checks done. It is for you, not for us. It is going to be benefited to you, not benefited to us. You understand? So yes, ladies, we like to see ourselves into the best of health in a pink, in a, they call it a pinker form, right? We can perform our duties. If you are getting short of breath, you need to check that one out as well. Why am I getting short of breath? I used to be able to walk without stopping right through. You need to find that out. So do your checks. Do, and for the men, you need to go get your prostate done. Don't go um into Christmas with it, because most of the men figure more or less that Christmas, especially going on to New Year, must adorn them with a new person beside them. And they thought more or less their lives are set going into the next year. I can't speak for the next year. What will be done and what might be done. But you saw yourself now, and you can speak for now, not for tomorrow. The Lord took care of that which is and which was coming your way. He turned that away. So you keep taking your things, make sure you are having a considerable amount of water. Don't forget your water. And I know wherever you are, when the time is hot, you tend to drink a lot of water. When the time is cold, people slow down on the drinking of water. But the drinking of water have nothing to do with the weather. Even if you are not thirsty, give yourself some water. Okay? Yes. Take care of yourself, ladies. Take care of yourself. Take good care of yourself. Yes. So, that is for the birthday people. Have yourself a wonderful birthday. A loving birthday. And don't forget your parent throughout your birthday. Do not forget them. Give them a treat from your aunts too. Good. So, I don't know how much of you, if there's anyone that, you know, as I always do, and it is, I did it because sometimes you will never know who have somebody ill, and sometimes just a kind word to them. You don't know where or what they are going through. So if there's anyone that have someone, their friends or relative that have passed away, and you are there going through, fighting to get through, to get by, be encouraged tonight, this evening, this morning, this afternoon, wherever you are watching me. Just be encouraged that what you cannot cure, you will have to endure. Because sometimes a person took sick, and I have seen a thing that moms have to leave their children alone to go and work, and have to be taking every 5 minutes off to call to find out if they're okay. Right? So what you do is you just take care of that. Don't leave the children. Don't leave the children. If you're going to buy a sweet at the shop, pull along your child with you. Don't leave them. And this is a warning. Good. Anybody have anyone that passed away? Joy cometh in the morning. The bud may have a bitter taste, but sweet will be the flower. You won't be crying all day, all night anymore. You won't be damping your pillow with tears, but dry your tears, stand tall, and know that God is with you all the time, always. So don't do nothing to interrupt the blessings of God on your life, where He wants you to go and where He is intended to take you, comfort you, support you, send persons your way that you weren't even thinking of to come and help you immensely. Yeah. So back to, if you have somebody who passed away, yes. If you do. If you do, joy cometh in the morning. Joy cometh in the morning. Don't forget that. You will be not bearing something that you cannot bear. You're carrying a cross that you can't even carry. The Lord God of heaven will see to your every needs. He would. Yeah. And now tonight, who watches the Mike Tyson and Paul? What is his name? Paul something. Last night. For the persons that love boxing in the sports, you can put in the comment section, how did it all went? No, I was looking at Mike Tyson, and I think Mike Tyson is what, 59 now? He's boxing how much years now? He's boxing. And I asked myself the question, is it that this man gets so much fists that his body get immune to it now? That he is challenging way up against a 27-year-old Paul, whatever he names. But for those that love the sport, boxing is not my thing. Because I didn't trouble you, and you just come and start punching me and punching me and punching me. Anywhere the punch stop, that is where you get it. He punches you. So I don't know if anyone on here who are so interested in boxing. Wrestling, they are both the same to me. There are not one that separate from the other. They are both the same to me. But it's a thing on the carpet. Yeah. Something. It's a monster there. A great big monster. Yes, it is. Because persons have to be careful of birthdays too. John the Baptist was beheaded upon a birthday. Persons, you got to, you know. So the fight went on, and the champion winner or the winning goes to Paul, whatever his name is. What I was really weary for this guy because I am saying, my goodness, how much fought he has already fought, fight, and you name it. And he didn't get so much fist into his body that him go and rest himself. How could you 59? But he did it. He said he had not done anything to prove to the world. He did it to prove to himself. And I think this is how we should do things. Not to prove to the world, not proving anything to anybody, but you're testing your own self. You're proving to yourself that you're capable of doing it, or you are unable to do it. So when he answers that question, I said, good thing. Wow. And, you know, the the guy pay homage to him, and one of the thing when they asked him if about the knockout where Tyson is concerned, he said, yes, and think of it to knock him out. But he looks at it and said, it's my elder, and I am just this age. So he played the game, but he played with a sympathetic feelings about it. Right? So I always heard that say the one that loses get the most money. I don't know. I've never spoken to a person in charge of that part of the sport. Okay. But he put up a good fight. He tried to stand his ground. He stumbled a few times. He stumbled, but he has never fell. You know. So I don't know what you think about the great big fight last night, and I think tonight, if it's not tonight, it's tomorrow night, will be the next one. Again, when person is trying to regain back from one thing, another one here, you know. But in all, he has stand his ground, and he said, I didn't do it to please nobody. I challenge him to true to myself. So yeah, 59 I think is today, but sometime in this year is his birthday. So only hope he does not finish in the ring again. But I say he's not gonna be saying never, never. So he's looking forward to put up our next big one again. That's what he's looking forward for. I like Paul. He said he's not calling out anybody, but there's one there that you know have his looking on, and you see he's not calling that guy. He calls him. So some would have used the advantage, the disadvantage, when they saw that Tyson was actually down one of the time, helpless. And this guy went with him. It was a good look. It was an exciting look. In spite, I don't like that sport. I don't like it because each time when I look, I did not trouble you, I didn't interfere with you, and you come and putting on punches and make I have seen when I was far much younger, the same Mike Tyson there. And I think the person who he did it to was Ole Van der Veel or Ole someone, some of these Ole, right? While they were there and they hugged onto each other, Mike Tyson chewed off the man's ears. And last night I was watching him, and when he was going around the ring, and he stops, he, he uses teeth and pulling on the gloves. So when I saw him and the man, like they into a want to get in a deadlock thing, I said, "Guy, be careful. He will snatch your ears off. You think you have his ears, he will snatch it off." Right? So I think they caught the whole thing and they put up against it. You know. But I don't know. He tested his skill to see if I am still in the vim, vigor, and vitality. I don't know what he got from it. If he's vim, vigor for him. But all I know, I was looking on Amanda taking some blows to his head, and he sort of shaking here and shaking him there. I am looking on a man that he should be at the ringside watching, but not in the ring. None at all. So that is it where the boxing is concerned. No, I was there and I think that I am going to do something. And so I went on the road to get something sorted out. So after the live, I'm sure I'm going to be in the kitchen. I rather to do some things at night than in the day. So for those that love the sports of boxing, I think you got your fill. Because who better than Paul? Well, loses but not too big of a loses. Not too big. So they calculate the punches and one gets 70 something, the other one get into 70s too. Yeah. So that is how it goes last night. A very exciting night. Everybody was up and down because they must see the best man at the winning pole. And everybody, it's like for those that really carries Mike Tyson, I think they support. I think they support him. That's why they were carrying with him. They were crying out, "Tyson, Tyson, my hell, yeah." But that's excitement. And sometimes we enjoy some of the excitements too. Right? But we did it in moderation. In very good moderation. That's how it is being done. Okay. And that is on the sports arena with Mike, what they call him, Mike Van der Hyan Tyson. And how much knockout, how much person he knocked out, you know. So when I saw him near to the guy's ears, I said, "Guy, watch out. He will chew the hairs off. Watch out." They pull them. And when they asked him in this interview last night after his finish, and I saw you were biting on your gloves. What was the reason for that? And he said, he have a sleep, he have a biting, some biting story, whether a biting habit or a biting but biting somewhere. Him have to be biting. Well, luckily, he didn't he didn't beat any of those there, and he did not beat his opponent either. So they get through it nicely. Nicely. They got through it. Okay? So it's like bits and pieces of speaking tonight. We just all have vibes and look at what is happening in and around us. We hear so many news that we can't even digest it. Some before a next heap came on, and it keep piling and it keeps going. I was looking on today I was looking on some things that I was already gone but never forgotten, you know. And I was looking on Malcolm X, the civil rights leader, and I was just reflecting on how long persons um, got up and fought for freedom for people who they hadn't even known, wasn't born yet, was not conceived yet, but they got up and they put their life on the line for people. Oh? So I was looking at Malcolm X, who was an African American. He was a revolutionist. He's he was a revolutionist and a a civil right a civil right activist, a minister of the gospel. He was a Muslim, and he was born the 9th of May 1925. So I was just looking on some of the history of these guys, and we reflect on some things that, sorry, these guys fought for the freedom of people. Today we are basking in the freedom that they put their life on the line for the grandmother, for the grandfather, for the great, 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 great. And they were always trying to find a voice for the voiceless. Trying to fight for the freedom. I also look at Martin Luther King, and you look at these guys, and they passed away young. They wasn't in any big age, just so to speak, that they took up on their self, because he was born 1925 and he died 1965. So I was just looking through on these guys and really looking and reflecting on where we as a people, as a nation, as a kindred, as tongues had came for when we were under oppression, when we could not speak for ourselves. People had to hide to get a little schooling. I guess they hid also for even going in the churches. And I look at these things. Um, is it Daniela? Hello again. Thank you. Daniela. Yeah. And Daniela. Right? Welcome, welcome, welcome. So today I was just doing a quick reflection over these persons, and we are looking at in those days, be it color, creed, kindred, whatever, we were not a free set of people. And we have to have persons took it up on themselves to speak out to those on top of the pinnacle, to look down and to hear their crying out for people like themselves. A lot has not seen these things and acknowledge, recognize, and give good creed to it. But these guys has fought for the freedom of many of us, broke down the bar of partitions, broke that down and throw it away. And when you look at it, he, as a Muslim, a revolutionist, because he is saying his people must be freed. Free the people. Why you're holding them hostile? Why you're holding them in bondages? It's like this one couldn't go over on this side and that side couldn't, and all the things that were happening. And it doesn't happen to the dog nor the cats. It was happening to human being. Human being, they treat us in a way that they have not seen us as humans. They have not seen us as we are one of the handmaid of God. They have seen us as if the breath of God is not in us. Read and look on the life of these guys, what they have done. They have paid with their life, because no one want to listen to them speaking or preaching to say, set my people free. Just set the people free. The people need to be free, that they can walk up and down here. They said no, and this revolution come about. He has lost his life in February 21, 1965. That's Malcolm X. And it was the same Malcolm X that said, when you educate, let me get it right, when you educate a woman, you educate the world. Because that woman is there that have bear children, and children, and you are there fostering these children, growing the children to be man and woman of the next day, right? So these were the movements, and in today's day, you have seen a little of it, but not much persons will take the mantle up and said, I am going to die for my people in those ways, because now we are established. We have train running. We have aeroplanes, so you don't have to go where the train is to see if you saw daddy on the train. No, right? So you are there for the justice. And this is what even in our own circles, every man is crying out for justice. No one is crying out for peace. But the scripture says, everybody is saying, we need we need justice. We need justice. But the scripture put it the next way. He says, judgment, then justice. So you will have to bear the blunt of things that came, that you brought upon yourself. Because these things, men has brought them on themselves and then distributed them among themselves and to the wider populace. You know? But we should lift our hands and our at our thought and knowing that we have come a long journey. Children are suffered. Parents suffered. We have came a long way, a mighty long journey that we journeyed to meet the freedom fighters. Are they still freedom fighters? But I sometimes wish they could do it a next way. Because when you said freedom fighters, ah, it is heartbroken to know that persons have been down. People have to be running to and fro. They have to be hunted by dogs. Just speak out for your brothers and your sister. We should lift our hats to these people. The other day they had veteran, celebrating the veterans, those that have served as soldiers and those that had held different posts in there and thing. And I was listening to this man, and he said it's a shame to know that they went and they fought in the wars and they are not properly taken care of. There is no program. You just say it is for them, you know. And I heard one person look at it and said, the only thing they got is a spot. And you don't even know if the name that placed there is the person that are in there. You know? So we have to take into consideration in ourselves that look, our life values to us. But then when you are under the rule of, look what happened. I haven't get any news to see if the fight is still going on, the war, the bomb, and I'm not sure. We have to look. it's went on until it's like your ears to listen and to watch the news, to see of families are displaced. Their lives are all gone. Their place is in shambles. And nobody else get these things but human. These things are not against animal. It's not against the elephants, the lions, and the tigers. It is against the human race. The human. That is what all of these things is against. Who passed out? Human. Human. You know, you just sit back and all the vibes and you look at these things and it travels through your brain and you're looking at whatever you can get, whatever you have achieved, because you are in an unrest world, an unrest country, an unrest everything. You went to bed now, and when you got up into a zone. It's like if you could get yourself into a bubble and just float away. You know, so many things happening. And you have to be worried for yourself. You're worrying for your children. You're wondering, will all these things continue to happen? Will I get to see my child or my children come up to be adult and take up their responsibilities and doing what they should do or what they want to do? It makes you wonder. It makes you wonder. Because war here, war there, war everywhere. Everybody is in shambles. One time I said we need to find our hills and go to the hills and stay there. No wonder they're going to space, Because I can't say anything more than they are looking for a safe haven. When they build these shackles and shoot off and gone and can't, they're looking for a safe haven. So when they found that, then they would gather themselves and everyone else and they went there. Because you and I can't go there. We ain't have any shackle. We can't shoot off. So we have to be sitting in there and knowing that it's just the fittest of the fittest that survive in these days. People are hungry. People are starving. And sometimes it's not because the sense of it that they are lazy, because we look at different sides of things and said, okay, they don't want to work, they are lazy. Sometimes it's not lazy, they're willing to work. Well, what can we do? Can you beat the system? Can't beat the system. The system is more than us. Yeah. The system is more than us. But then we look at these guys and try to pull strength from them and pull courage for ourselves. We have to just enjoy what we get when we get it, knowing that there may not be a tomorrow. There may not be. People may be tumbling over themselves. There may not be a happy moment anymore. Right? You know, these are some things you gotta sit and you sometimes you go back through the history and you look at what happened then and you look at it and it's because when I saw the movie like Malcolm X and you know the the thought that they put up after be hiding themselves and their children, people are after them to speak for have a voice for those of the voiceless, and they have to be hiding until he was, you know, met his demise right here in New York. And on top of that, I saw, um, I picked up my phone and I saw something on it saying the lawyers are deciding to go through a lawsuit for Malcolm X for almost millions of dollars for the police that have wrongly took him out. And I think it was last year. Yes, last year. It was last year when went back through some things and were saying that his family, if there's any remaining, and for those that were, they were locked up on all the rest of these things, they should be compensated. And their compensation, I can't even call the figures. I might twist up my tongue. Yeah. So they still want to go through with it and see they're going to get at the government and they were calling out for the relatives, if there is any surviving relatives of Malcolm X, and about three of them they named out. You know, these persons has laid their lives down. Yeah. He was there speaking to the people and they took him out. And you were asked, did they charge him for treason? Was he speaking against the government of the day? Where you keep asking why and what? Why did it happen? How did it happen? Right? But to each and every one of us, we have our day on this earth to live, and let us live it in peace, comfort, and unity. When you look at what these guys have went through, we should not be against each other, because we all benefited from what they have done and lost their lives. And I think the wife and, they did so much atrocity. Well, so we should be living in unity with each other. Unity is the mark of the day. At your workplace, at your play place, at anywhere you are. If you really sit and look through these things, and we know not what the next moment will be like. You look at persons trotting through hundreds of people trying to find a place that their lives can be better. Yes, some of them shouldn't have left their place of abode. because they have they have an agenda, and they're coming with it, and it wouldn't work, and it can't work, and it won't work. You know, if you need something, if you're hungry, you're gonna be seeking out how you get food, and how you get food for the week, for the month, and for the year. Not to attack people and snuff their lives out. No, that's not nice. But when you look and to see, yeah, people are indeed suffering. They are suffering round and about us. They are suffering. But as Marcus Garvey said in his words, it's only the fittest of the fittest is going to survive. In in the other side, in a this time, because it's rough. It is rough. It's confusing, to say the least of the word. Well, let us bear on, let us hold on, let us, and when we go through these things and look at these guys, these we give them honor, we give them heroes after their passing. We make them into heroes and heroines. We acknowledge their what they have went through and their during those during the time. And you call them the veteran of life. You know? So we just all have vibes tonight. We just sit down and chat a little bit. This live won't be a long one, not a very long, lengthy one. I know people keep coming in, but you're not um, putting your likes to the thumbs that is sticking up there, you know. But this is a light live tonight. I know then we have to scale down and keep the thing going. Then we should all have a glass tonight and we sip a little wine. All our vibes, all our reasoning, light and easy. You know, light but informative, light but um, it's a memory that we all had to do and all to go through. Right? We can have something to say to our children. We can tell them the story. Because if there's no story, there won't be a glory. You gotta have the story before the glory. And many of you, myself and many others, we have went through, we have marked our footsteps to the through the story the story road. But at the end of the story road, we achieve and obtain the glory. And so we can come back and really talk about it. We can share the experience with you. We can say it wasn't easy, but we have made it through. Right? And indeed, it wasn't easy. And even now, when it look at say it's a little easier, it isn't easy. And it wasn't easy. The road was rough. The going was tough. To reach where we are and reach where many persons are, if they should sit and flip the pages again and look and see where they are coming from, what they have been through, and then have to ask the question, how did I do it? How did I do it? And with so, we need to really turn the lights on ourselves. And we had to pat ourselves on the shoulder and say to ourselves, well done, I love you. Self, I love you. Because if some persons sit down and tell you their story, it's like at no end. And they will take you from childhood days right up to where they are. They can tell the story, the problem, the troubles that their parents have been through for them to survive in life. So there's always a story for the glory. A lot of people came and they bask in the story, in the glory, not knowing how the story went. But the story was not a walk in the park. This story was one of a hard one. The road was rough. The gravel was hard under the feet of the treaders. You know? So many times when persons are basking in their glory, cheer on with them. Do not figure or feel that they should not enjoy themselves. That's what they work for. That's what they went through it for. So it is enough for them to enjoy themselves. And they can sit back and tell you the story. It wasn't easy. It wasn't easy. Yeah. So let's listen. Tonight, as I said before, was a short, it's not so short, you know, but let me say it is short. And I acknowledge each and every one of you that took the time out to be here, right? And support me through the story before the glory. And one of these days, even for the YouTube story, I will tell the story. There is a story thus for the glory. Be good to all of yourself. Take good care of your family. Let nothing, and it may sound light, and someone will say, it's easy for you to say it, but it is hard for me to do it. It's not hard for you to do it. You need to set your mind and your attention into one place. Do not let the noise around you distract you. Do not let everything you heard distracted you. The race horses, they had a thing at their eyes, at the side of their cheek like this. It is called blinds. I think that's the right name, or what they call it that. You know why it is there? It's not one horse is in the race. And they are having him to focus on the winning pole. Not to be turning his head sideways when horse number 2 coming up beside him, and to see if horse number 4 leave out a 4 position and coming to overtake him. No. So they put on the two things that he will have his goal that he have set before, and the winning post. This is what he's going after and nothing less. So my friends, my supporters, put on the guard at your side of eyes that you will not see, but you will put yourself, you have a goal, you have a race to run, and you must be the winner in the race. And that is what you're going to strive for, to be the winner in the race. So you're going to put on the guard and you are going to be going straight. If you are going to slow down and listen over there what is happening and over here what is happening, you, instead of you running that race, you are running miserably, and everyone else passed you along the way and they are gone. The race of faith. The race of faith. The race of endurance. The race of love. The race of mercy. Put on and put yourself in those races, not to the side, but straight in front of you. And when you reach your winning post, you will throw your hands in the air and say, thank you, I have done it. I have made it through. But if you stop to listen, you will be distracted. You will be derailed. And when you find yourselves, then you have no one else to blame. But I encourage you this evening, whatever it is, put on the race of faith. Get into the race of faith. When you won, you will be laughing. You will be dancing. You will be glorying that you have run this race and you won fairly. Have yourself a good rest of the night, morning, evening, or whatever. Breaking Sunday, have yourself a blessed Sunday. For those that are going to church, have yourself a good church day. And many would say, I am going to church to be blessed. You can bless anywhere you are, but it's your choice for you to go to church. So go and claim your blessings. Go and claim your blessings. Have a good night. Have a good one. Love and care for your family. Ask God to give you the double portion that you will be able to withstand any storm that came your way. Have a good night. And this is Joy. Tune out. Aquarian, positivity, positive. Be careful for nothing. Love yourself. Hug yourself. Speak with self and let self know you love self. You adore self. And there's nothing to you like self. Okay? Have a good night. Thank you all for being here. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Daniela. And that is Angela, something like that. Thank you for the subscription. Thank you very much. God bless you. God keep you. And God prosper you as you go from day to day. Thank you. Your life, your gates of success will be open wider. Gain your blessing. Claim it. Speak peace. Speak prosperity over your life. Speak it into being. Speak over your life. Let no one else speak over your life for you. Because guess what? Life and death is in the power of the tongue. So speak positive things over yourself and your family, your friend, for all who you know. Speak it over yourself. God bless you. Thank you very much.